Hi everyone, I'm Kendall, and if you're here, chances are you feel awkward making small talk. Whether you're at a party, a networking event, or even just waiting in line, small talk is something we all have to deal with. But here's the secret. You can master it, and it's a lot easier than you might think. By the end of this video, you'll be able to start, carry, and end a conversation with confidence. No more awkward silences, no more sounding fake, and no more overthinking. Let's get started. The first step to mastering small talk is you need to start strong, and you need to start with confidence. This means you need to smile, stand up tall, and make eye contact. So if you want this conversation to go somewhere and potentially make a new friend, remember to start strong and confidently and to be genuine. The next biggest tip for mastering small talk is to keep it going with open-ended questions. This means instead of just saying, oh, how'd you like the movie? And then they just say, oh, it was good, or I didn't like it that much. Instead, ask something like, what was your favorite part about the movie? Or what is your favorite genre of movies and why? Stuff like that will get the person talking for longer, and it'll get them excited because they're talking about their own interests in themselves. People like talking about themselves, so probe questions that will get them to talk about themselves and listen to those answers intently. That actually goes into the third tip, which is to show genuine interest in what the other person has to say. And this doesn't mean just sitting and listening and saying, yeah. This means summarizing what they said and repeating it back to them when they finish something, asking more questions about what they said. And this will probe them to talk for a longer time, hence making the conversation less awkward and easier for you to deal with. Now for the fourth tip, it's kind of similar to what I said in the first tip, and that's to mind your body language. You want to be making eye contact, again, smiling, stuff like that, but you also want to be facing physically towards this person. You don't want to be fidgeting, and you don't want to be slouching or looking at the ground, because that will indicate to the person that you're uncomfortable and you don't really want to be talking to them. So, again, mind your body language. Now for the fifth and final tip to mastering small talk, especially if you don't really want to be talking to this person but you don't want to make it awkward, is to end that conversation gracefully. And you can do this by saying, oh, hey, it was a pleasure meeting you. Now I have to go get back to my friends, or I have to check blah, 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 blah on my phone and make sure blah, blah, blah is doing all right. I have to go use the bathroom, but I'll catch up with you later sometime else. Or you could just say, oh, are you on Instagram? Something like that. And this indicates to the person that you are done with this conversation and it leaves no hard feelings, and also gives an opportunity for further connecting with person if you did enjoy the conversation. Before we wrap it up, here are 3 extra little tips to help you out. Number 1 is to keep the topics light. So don't talk about anything heavy like politics or religion. You should save that for another time. Number 2, make sure to match their energy. So if they seem like they're in a great mood, then make sure you give that same energy. And if they're in kind of like a groggy mood, then maybe give them a bit more space. And if they seem like they don't really want to be there, then that's a sign to you to wrap up that conversation. And finally, make sure to practice, because just like anything else that you need to do, practice is what will really help to accentuate those skills and make sure that when it actually comes time, you know what to say and you'll feel more confident. So you can practice in front of a mirror, practice with your friends or your siblings. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share with someone who could use these tips. Also, let me know in the comments down below what communication issue you would like to tackle next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.